Good evening, lads and lasses. I have been so lazy on the thumbnails recently. I should have new ones. But a lot of things are on my mind. I have a wall right now that I want to like destroy, that I want to pass through. And it's a very difficult wall to pass through because it's something that I have not mastered. Not a lot of instructions and blah blah blah. Right? I'm trying to go my way around with what I have. I ain't got no lot of money, and I need classes, and I need to do this and that. And I really want to do things I want to do. It's gonna take a while. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Oh. What? What is this place? Look at all these terrifying scenes. But why are all the people so still? So still? Guillotines, ruthless murderers. I know what I'll be dreaming about tonight. Shut up, phone. You affected me. They're all wax models. They're amazingly realistic, aren't they? What do you think, Bruno? Shocked? What wax models? I'm not. A lot of things are on my mind. I'm gonna relax tonight. I read about dead bodies and wax once in a magazine, but about a strange phenomena. Depending on how corpses are kept after death, parts of them can turn to wax. Apparently, it's called a whatever that word is, for show. Stop talking about creepy things like that, Bruno. You're scaring me. Anyway, oh shit! What? What now? I've just remembered something else I read in another magazine about strange phenomena. There was an old lady, maybe a witch, who used to pour molten wax over corpses and put them on display. None of those exhibits in here are real. Oh. But look at that mummy, though, in a way. And look at that cute gal. They're all entirely man-made replicas. Oh, wait. Man-made replicas? They can't be. Do you expect me to believe that? Just look at them. Oh. There's no way anybody could make models of people that are this realistic. Wait. Oh, okay. That's a new thumbnail. That's a new thumbnail. I'm taking it. I should make thumbnails with these. And they're all such gruesome scenes. Wait. Hell yeah, show 'em again. What is it? Oh, no. I must be seeing things. No, it's definitely Mr. Sholmes, man. Let me tell you this. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, he moved! The man moved! It's... The great detective, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes. Mr. Sherlock Sholmes has his own wax statue in here, really. Well, he is world famous after all. It's an uncanny resemblance, isn't it? It makes my skin crawl to look at it. I know. Oh, I know. But look, Runa, you can kick this hurley and it doesn't move a muscle. Oh, hell yeah. Keep kicking him. Let's see what happens. Oh, he moved. He moved. He can't go around kicking the exhibits. Iris, wait. it just moved, I'm sure. And not just a little bit either. Really? Did it? Hey, his eyes moved. Okay, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes, show yourself now. We know you're not a statue. And look closely. There are beads of sweat over the face of this waxwork model. This is definitely the real Herlock Sholmes. I'd say. Shall we move on, Iris? Over there, look. There's a great medicine to enjoy. Much more appealing. Oh, he said, hold it. My dear fellow, I take exception to your recoiling in such a manner, as if you've seen something truly abhorrent. Mr. Sholmes! I knew it! Well, we should have. Iris, what possessed you? I strictly forbade you from divulging my temporary waxwork secret to Mr. Naruhodo. Temporary waxwork? What do you mean? And that kick, could you not have exercised a little more restraint? You wounded me. But Bruno has something he needs to ask you. Ah, a question. And I thought you'd probably be getting bored too. So here we are. Well, I can't deny that your timing was impeccable. I made 2 minutes more being stationary like that. And my great brain, upon which all my success has been built, would have turned to wax. Bleh. Thank goodness we arrived in time. Indeed, in many ways, the pair of you just saved the world from an unimaginable loss. Oh, Hurley, you do like to talk nonsense, don't you? He could know something, it's just true, about Lord Van Zeeks and what happened in the past to change him. Now that you're here, let's take our time. How can I be of assistance? Excuse me, man. For you're in luck, I am suddenly quite taken with the idea of conversing. Oh, well, actually, I'm in quite a hurry. And if my eyes don't deceive me, I believe something is afoot within the walls of this very museum. A most fascinating case, if I'm not mistaken. Really. Moreover, I have a strong suspicion that it is related to the matter about which you've come to me now. But how could it be? Excuse me, my ears are itchy. We shall speak again presently, my dear fellow, but for now, I must return to my work. As a statue? What? Back to being a temporary waxwork exhibit? All right, let's converse. Madame Tuspels. What is this place? Madame Tuspels came to London from France 3 years ago, I understand. Since she opened this little waxwork museum last year, it's enjoyed great popularity in London. There are museums like this in Japan too, but these displays are something else. I mean, they aren't made from actual real people, are they? The extreme realism of these waxwork models is a particular secret of the Tuspels family, they say. They earned renown during the French Revolution for waxworks of victims of the guillotine. That sounds grim. I think that's a sleeping guard. That's not actually a waxwork. The gruesome scenes were portrayed with such realism in the expressions of the faces of the condemned. Apparently, the sculptors would make the models directly from the corpses, right there at the site of the executions. That really turns my stomach. That's just one of several legends about the Tuspels family. Whether there's any truth in it, I couldn't say. But anyway, this museum houses models of famous people from all over the globe. Nevertheless, the most popular area of the museum by quite some margin is the House of Horrors. House of Horrors? Horrors? Of course, visitors' number are dwindling now as a result of the Great Exhibition. But people usually flocked here to see the exhibits of some of London's most vile criminals at their gruesome work. Naturally, most of these miscreants portrayed here were sent to the gallows. So they're even stiffer now than the models of them. Have you ever heard of poor taste? My dear fellow, the public live for poor taste. They yearn to be shocked. So the hideous exhibits in here are... They're all portrayals of real events that actually took place. Is it just me, or did the temperature in here just seem to drop? Anyway, I advise you not to think too deeply about what you see here. Oh, he's back to being waxwork, is he? Oh. Temporary waxwork. What do you mean by a temporary waxwork, Mr. Sholmes? Exactly what you see. I'm part of the exhibits here, catching these criminals in the act. Catching them. Every half an hour, I home in on a different killer in one of the displays and adopt a new pose to ensnare him. When members of the public come for a closer look, I offer them my hand to shake. For a shilling, I'll happily allow them to take a photograph with us. Us? Does he mean him and the waxwork murderers in here? But why, Mr. Sholmes? My dear fellow, isn't it obvious? For the money! Oh, okay. Indeed. We all live for the money once in a time, blah, blah, whatever it is. I don't know. Don't do it. Just don't do it. He really roared at me there. Very fitting for the House of Horrors. As it stands, I may struggle to pay this month's rent, and I have the ravenous iris to consider. Oh, no. Oh, Hurley, I'm so hungry. If push comes to shove, I shall have to ask you to do your bit, Mr. Naruhodo. What's he threatening to rope me into now? So, with that in mind, how about a photograph? As a special treat, you may have your pick of the murderers and scoundrels in here. The choice is yours. Maybe some other time. Remember, Mr. Naruhodo, ignore me at your peril. Okay, he's back to being a waxwork again. Is it just me, or did his final remark there sound a lot like a curse? Ooh. All right, let's finally ask the men. Well, what is it you'd like to ask me then? Actually, it's about Lord Van Zeeks. Ah, our friend Mr. Reaper. How did you find him? Well, I trust. Okay, here's the story then. And so I filled Mr. Sholmes in about everything I'd learned. About Lord Van Zeeks, about Professor Harebrine, and about the strange coincidence that they had been at university together. Oh. Ah, gosh. I'm tired. I didn't take a nap the whole day. So I'm wondering what it was that happened to make Lord Van Zeek such a different person. I was sure that you'd know, Hurley. You said there was something going on here in this exhibit hall before. Something afoot. And that you believe it was related to what I wanted to ask you about. Mr. Sholmes. He suddenly clammed up. Well, it seems we've reached the greetings. Whose greetings? Oh, greetings. Oh, hello. Where did she appear from? Oh my god, a witch! Let's go! I love witches, bruv. Their hats are so alluring. Yep, specifically the hats, though. They're so alluring. And what's she wearing? Could she look any more mysterious? Oh my god! Yo! She she is. Oh no, her eyes closed. I hope you are appreciating my museum. Sorry, have we? Wait, she's a. Oh, he's back. Mr. Sholmes, do you know this? Not again! My apologies. I am Esmeralda to Spells. This is my museum of waxwork. Wait, what if she's French? Nah, she doesn't have the it though. I think I'm gonna go with this accent, whatever. What? You're the Madame to Spells? Okay, it's French. Being sir, they're only 26 years young, I might add. I can't do it. Is that significant somehow? I am Madame, in name only. It adds a certain je ne sais quoi. I can't. Right. Firstly, I must apologize for my waxworks. Or rather, one waxworks in particular. I need a friend to voice her. I think I have a friend, but will he be able to voice? I should invite him next week. Probably. I don't know. That'll be Mr. Sholmes then. I was led to believe he was a great detective, but he seems unable to settle. Ah, fuck. British again. Next time you move from your designated exhibit, there will be toil and trouble. Man, oh my god, he's dead. Now, I really love Mr. Sholmes. He's the content of all the shorts. She sounds deadly serious. That's a problem. How am I supposed to ask Mr. Sholmes about Lord Van Zeeks now? Let's not forget what Hurley said before about something being afoot, right here in the museum, I mean. Yes, I know, but I'm curious. I want to know what's happening here. Haven't we got enough on our plate already? She is so enchanting. Ah, right. Okay. Gina, tomboy. And then there's tomboy Susato. And then there's her. Oh boy, I really can't. All these characters are so charming in their own way. Did you make all these waxwork, Madame Tuspouse? I did. I'm the third generation of waxwork artisans. You know. I'll try my best. Gosh! It was my grandmother who began the tradition in my family. Yeah, they don't write the accents down. This is difficult. Her fortunes she acquired, living through the turbulent times of the French Revolution as she did. Though that is when she acquired the savoir-faire that lays the astonishing lifelikeness. If she had somewhat of a, Slav accent, oh man, I would love her even more. She would be more charming. Should I just do that? But she's French, and there are some French words. All these waxworks really do look as though they're alive. Man, I'm not sad anymore about the ball. I'm having a blast in this stream. In fact, they look more alive than Hurley. I don't know. What you see exhibit here represents the most atrocious of London's criminal past. All the waxworks were created in the presence of real people on which they were modelled. In the hours immediately following their executions, that is the secret to extraordinary lifelikeness. I don't get it. Can I read it again? Presence of real people which they are modelled in hours immediately following the execution. Okay, that's pretty much. That sounds terrifying. All walks of life have similar challenges, I'm sure. Nope, that's not it. To carry out one trade par excellence, one must go to extraordinary length. I can't do her voice. She's so difficult. Oh my gosh. She's so charming. I would only destroy her charm, if anything. I feel bad. My exhibits are a reflection of society. I create only that which the public wishes to see. Why couldn't the public have wished for something less horrifying? I do not fear. Sorry, this room is the only one in the museum with such macabre theme. I do hope you'll explore. There are models of famous singers, actors, politicians. Something for every taste, I hope. It was Iris who dragged me straight in here. Come to think of it. So, perhaps I should have eased you into things. The great detective Waxwork. Oh, my heart can't handle her, my guys. I really can't. She is so charming. She is very charming. I just can't. What's the situation with that? My temporary waxwork model. He approached me some days ago, you see, with a business proposal. Oh, what sort of proposal? My dear madame, what these sparse exhibitors need is the addition of a world-famous great detective. Oh, words to that effect? Naturally, I'm well aware of Mr. Sholmes is well known in London as a talented detective. It's great detective, actually. He's very specific about it. Yes, the creme de la creme. Creme de la creme. So I was keen to come to some arrangements with him, of course. You know what? Let me ask my friend real quick. Let me see. I have this VN I am playing currently. Are you free tomorrow for a little play reading or voice acting? Voice acting. I really need someone with a French accent. Edge accent. I am cringing at myself. Yeah, that's it. Let me add some emoticons. I gotta sound very sad. I gotta sound very I need pity. I need emoticons look pity. How about if I type in cry? I'm a failure. I'm a failure. Voicing French at the moment. I hope he responds. But sadly, we were unable to agree terms. Let me guess, someone wanted to charge an exorbitant price for his services. For a mere £500. He's a riot, dude. For a mere £500, I will dive into your cauldron of wax this very moment. £500. That's a lot of money, if anything, especially for this time. Words to that effect. Mr. Sholmes might have overdone it slightly with the sales pitch. Oh, shit. I forgot to unmute the desktop audio. God blimey. I'm sorry again. This happens sometimes. Regrettably, the museum has a short of funds at the moment due to unforeseen circumstances. So we came to the current arrangements instead. Surely he doesn't really need to do what he's doing though, does he? You know what? I should actually like manage the audio better so I don't forget. Now I'll do it tomorrow then. I can do it tomorrow. Or later. It doesn't matter. I would think not, but he was very insistent. Would you mind? You know what I should say? Would you mind voicing her? Mind voicing her? If you are up for it and are free. I don't know about tomorrow. But if she will appear. If she'll appear. She's a very charming character, very much waifu material, I'd say. Very much. She's very insistent. I have 50 shillings problem. That must be resolved by the morning. 50 shillings, Mr. Sholmes. Words to that effect. It's the pawnbroker, that's what it is. He must have something to redeem. Is the consulting detective work not going so well? Excuse me, something's afoot. Yep, that's an exhibit. This man is definitely not because he's actually sleeping. I wonder, could I ask you something? Bien sûr. I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm just waiting for him. I'm just curious, is anything going on in the museum at the moment? Some kind of incident, perhaps? You know what? Maybe we can redo this stream just for the funs of it. Yeah? That sounds like a good idea. Whoever suggests such a thing to you? Oh, well, it was. Yeah, I could redo a stream just for this one. Your temporary waxwork over there, who mentioned it to me a little... Oh! Oh! He disappeared! A wax model is a work of art, not some tawdry object for trade. Ah. Yeah, I knew it. I got him right. There you are! Leaving the exhibit again. When you should be working. Do you wish to be melted down? Oh, she's so charming. I don't know why. Her smile, her hat, her short hair. Okay, I like girls with short hair. Okay, don't judge me. My dear Madame Tuspels, save your reprimands. There are more pressing concerns. The wax can wait. It's our ideas about your current problem we must throw into the melting pot instead. Oh. Wait, is it gonna be... Personally, I would advise you not to involve the police. Why ever not? You know what? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. She's turned as white as a sheet. Yeah. Because you have at your disposal a great detective whose services you may employ for a mere 50 shillings. Though please be aware that I prefer... No, I insist upon payment in advance. Ooh! She's so... Whoa! Whoa, my guy. Very well. Let us see if the great detective is able to live up to his name, shall we? Sacre bleu! Before I engage my analytical processes, I must ask you to clarify something. What is that? That's a dead person. What, pray, is behind the curtain? That is the Tuspel secret exhibit. There is an extra charge to see it. Ah, the special exhibit of the House of Horrors. It must depict a special killer then, I presume? Would you be so kind as to draw back the curtain, I wonder? Ah, absolument none. Absolument? Absolument none. Okay, definitely. Only he can voice it. There is nothing amiss behind there. Nothing amiss, madame? Yeah, it's gonna be that thing again. What about the arm protruding ominously from under the curtain? Ah! I strongly encourage you to allow me to see what lies beyond before the situation worsens. Yes, very well. I will draw back the curtains, but only a soupcon. What's a soupcon? I do not know French. I am sorry. I do not know the French. I am very bad at the accent. I must confess, I peeked behind the curtain earlier. The Tuspel special exhibit is a very bleak graveyard scene indeed. And yet, somewhat surprisingly, the waxwork killer, one would expect is nowhere to be seen. What does strike one, however? What?
Oh no! It's a dead guy! What shall we do? He's big. He has a flower on his chest and stuff. Whatever shall we do? You know what? I'm actually pretty energetic tonight.
Is that poorly gentleman lying peacefully on his back on the floor?
Is he dead? Wait, is he peaceful? Is he asleep? My cognac is probably coming out now. God blimey.
Well, then perhaps, Mr. Sholmes, that man on the floor is the ruthless killer himself. I'm afraid not, my dear fellow. He's perfectly ordinary London gentleman. Not even a waxworked, in fact. What? As skillfully made as these waxwork are, they are always distinguishable from real humans. I should invite friends to actually... You know what? That sounds fun. Yeah, sounds great. What should I say? So allow me to present my two conclusions. The first is that sizable business transaction has been taking place in this special exhibition. Why? Why would you say that? And the second is that the aforementioned transaction is linked to a serious crime. Ah! She is so charming. I cannot take my eyes off of her, but I want to stare away. She's making me blush. Is this blush? Oh no, that's not blush. I really can. She is. Ooh. Ooh, baby. She is really, really cute. I swear. She looks as pale as candle wax. I do not understand. So, Madame Tuspels, as you've agreed to my fee, you shall now have the pleasure of seeing this famously great detective and temporary exhibit at work. All right, let's go! The Great Deduction. Here we are, lads. Oh my god, not again. I really can't. She is so charming. She is absolutely charming. I really just can't with her. Oh. I am just blushing. To begin with, we must ask ourselves what exactly afoot here in this museum. The answer is revealed by a bundle of banknotes protruding so helpfully from your bag. In my estimation, some 200 pounds. That is all my own money. So what does this large sum of money reveal? Oh shit! The way she moves! I just can't. My heart. Like, if I actually had to talk to her in real life, I wouldn't say a word. For real though. For real. She is. Not as much as involuntary glance you cast it would seem, Madame Tuspels. Yes, the answer lies where your eyes fall now. What's she looking at? She have eyes like, I don't know. It's really beautiful. She has beautiful eyes. Very charming eyes indeed. The significance of 200 pounds is revealed by public notice. Waxwork for sale? Your business has it hard times, it would seem. In short... Ooh! I love her look. I'm taking a picture. It's not it. Oh, wait, no, wait. I really can. She's just very pretty. She's absolutely pretty, my guys. You sold the infamous killer the centerpiece of your special exhibit for the sum of 200 pounds. No! How do you do that? Now let us explore the next curiosity with which we are presented. Who is the portly gentleman stretched out so peacefully on the floor? It would appear the man has suffered a severe shock, the cause of which is clearly known to you. There's gonna be a lot of clips of me fangirling over this girl. Unfortunately, madame, keeping secrets does not appear to be your forte. I like witches. What dealt the man such shocking blow was, of course, the 200 pounds. Ooh! The way she smiles, man! I just can't. She's so charming. Very charming. I love that. Right? We got Tomboy Susato. Oof. Then we got Gina again. But this one. Is she mommy? I believe she is mommy. She's just so charming, if anything. A very charming lady. I'm simping. It would appear that you twisted this gentleman around your little finger most effectively. What are you suggesting? He rashly agreed to purchase the waxwork for the sum of £200. Only when he came to hand the money over, did it occur to him what an extortionate amount he was paying. But the money was no longer in his hands. As a result, the scene we see before us, he collapsed in shock. Yes, the killer in this special exhibit fetched a killer price. We can only pray that the gentleman's dreams are not plagued with regret. God blimey. Sold for cash. Conclusion 2. Alright, topic 2. Let's go. Waxwork location. The question that arises then is what has become of the waxwork that changed hands. Let us consider that problem for a moment. You cannot possibly... Wait. Okay, that's good. What immediately strikes me about this conundrum is the young man standing over there. Who is this fellow? To find the answer, we need only observe his neckerchief. Such is worn by policemen as a secret sign to fellow members of the force that a crime is being perpetrated. Yes, this man is an undercover policeman currently investigating this museum. I know him well, in fact. It's Sergeant John Clay. What are you talking about? The man's quite a celebrity. He received triple accolades at last year's policing awards. But... the way she looks so... the way she looks so vulnerable. For a while there. Excuse me. I can't. I would be very shy in her presence, if anything. Next, we turn our attention to the old man sat before him with a particularly unsightly visage. He's a real man. He's asleep. But what's with that tag, though? I've been watching closely, and he hasn't moved. Oh! She was surprised. Oh. I can't, man. I can't. I've been watching closely, and he hasn't moved a muscle, almost in fact, as if he were a waxwork. But you... Your reaction only confirms my suspicion, madame. Can't. I noticed at once, of course, observe. The telltale sign that instantly proves whether or not this old man is waxwork is obviously the price tag. Threepence? A tragically low price, you might say. I think that was the scarf, my guy. Though perhaps the going rate for aging waxworks riddled with cracks. And yet you sold it to the portly gentleman for exorbitant £200. The sort of plucky behavior that's sure to attract the attention of Scotland Yard isn't that so, madame? I do not... Oh my god, she is... Yes, the waxworks you sold has already been seized by the police and remains in their custody as we speak. The old man must be reunited with his grave in the special exhibit, and not a moment too soon. So what's the conclusion? Discovered already. What discovered? Thus concludes Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of this horrifying puzzle. Mr. Sholmes, we've been through this. You need my help. She is so charming. I can't. I just can't. She is so charming. I'm blushing. I'm simping, if anything. I see I've stunned you all into silence. You have, Hurley, you have. Mm. And you've obviously upset this young lady in the process. Her cauldron looks awfully hot. If I could just bring up one point, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, the notorious Naruhodo 1 point. I'm all ears, my dear fellow. According to your deduction, then, the special exhibit featured this old policeman. So that would mean that he's the particularly ruthless murderer, wouldn't it? The killer policeman? Utter mole? Sorry? It was a mysterious series of murders that rattled the capital only last year. The police rushed to the scene every time only to find the culprit had disappeared into the aether. Oh, into heaven. And it turned out the culprit was the policeman himself, a senior officer by the name of Adam Uttermole. So you mean that's who the sinister-looking old man there is supposed to be? Indeed. It is a particular grim face, is it not? It's a real policeman, I tell ya. Unforgettable, in fact. Yes, I remember that odious countenance only too well. But is £200 a lot of money for a wax model? It would be enough to afford one of the latest steam carriages. If that put things in perspective, so it is quite a lot then. She's gonna kill him. Is there anything you wish to add before I melt you down? Oh, you're already melting my heart, lady. You're already melting my heart. That bubbling wax is looking more and more ominous. The smell of all that molten wax is starting to worry me. Mr. Sholmes did more or less just accuse her to face so. I think I might have to call on your assistance here, Iris, if that's all right, to make some minor corrections to the great detective's deduction. Of course it's all right. We'll soon set things straight. Well, let's get started then, shall we? Before Madame Tuspels vent her anger. Just what I was waiting to hear, my dear fellow. So Madame Tuspels, in accordance with our agreement, you shall now have the pleasure of seeing this famously great detective and temporary exhibitor at work. At work. Okay, never mind. Right, it's time for me to work. I can get snacks now. So for cash. She is so charming. I just can't. To begin with, we must ask ourselves what exactly is afoot here in this museum. Wait, there's 2 rubber bands here. Okay then. The answer is revealed by the bundle of banknotes protruding so helpful in your bag, from your bag. In my estimation, some £200. It's all my own money. Oh! Oh, baby! I'm gonna take a picture real quick, because she's very charming. Everything about her, I like. She's... Somebody's a large sum of money reveals. Oh, the way she was angry too. That was like a black cat, if anything. Not as much as the involuntary glance you cast. It would seem Madame Tuspels. Yes, the answer lies where your eyes now fall. The significance of the £200 is revealed by that public notice. She definitely looked in this direction, it's true. I'm not sure she'd sell any of her waxwork even for £200. Oh? She must pour her heart and soul into making them. Don't you think? Over and above the wax. If it were me, I wouldn't sell them for anything. For that much money, I would... Don't make me a bad person. Well, anyway. I wonder if £200 could have some other significance. Let's follow that furtive glance again and see if there's anything else that could explain. Oh, wait, what's this? Note on the wall. £200 is revealed by that. What's that note doing? Pin on the wall there. Okay. Dear Madame Tuspels, you've taken the prisoner from this room. Huh? The bet for his safe return is £200. Have the money ready by noon 23rd October. Okay. What? Wait, this is bad. This is hostage. Yeah, someone's being kidnapped. A ransom note. Exactly.
Take that!
Let's put it there. Excuse me. The significance of £200 is revealed by that ransom note. Quite so. You must congratulate these criminals. Their inventiveness, abducting a waxwork. £200 is no small ransom fee, yet you clearly intend to pay it. The modern question has special importance. So I put together all the money I have. Oh wait, that wasn't his voice. Oh, whatever. In summary then, the £200 you have in your handbag is ransom money. Now let us explore the next curiosity with which we are presented. Her aggressive face. Oof. Who is the portly gentleman stretched out so peacefully on the floor? I read this. Now I can continue my snacking. You appear the man has suffered a severe shock. The cause of death which clearly is known to you. Ooh. I'm sorry, man. She's... Unfortunately, madame, keeping secrets does not appear to be your forte. What brought the man to the shocking blow was, of course, £200. That's paper money, man. What does it seem to this man? You could just ask him when he comes around. I think the point of this exercise is to understand the beauty of the deduction process in Iris. Yes, you're right, Hurley, trying to understand. You mustn't let him down. Well, these little doubt that he suffered a shock, that seems clear. But in that case, what Madame Tuspel is trying to hide... Let's have a closer look. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! No! No, 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 no. Oh, but there's something there. Oh my god! I wasn't thinking of it. I was thinking about the hand. I was thinking about the hand. I wasn't looking at anything. Okay? I'm not a creep. I'm sorry. That is not her hand. But it seems suspicious. I'm no ship. I'm gonna uncover every mystery. Oh, but wait a minute. This is the left hand as well. Look. Yeah, indeed. Don't say such creepy things, Iris, please. Who? In fact, it's really hard. That's a wax hand. You mean it's made of wax? What's that thing anyways? It's a bag. That's her hair. I love her hair. Alright, whatever. Present!
Take that!
What dealt the man such a shock blow was of course the waxwork hands. Indeed, with a solid waxwork limb, one could deliver a very substantial blow. How could you... The hand protruding from the bottom of your cape. It ought to be a right hand, but close inspection reveals that in fact, It's a left hand. And somewhat masculine as well. In other words, it does not belong to you, madame. It is the hand of waxwork model. Excuse me. Oh my god.
Some of the visitors to my museum can be troublesome. They meddle with the exhibits and cause damage.
So you mean that arm?
Yes, this gentleman saw fit to try remove it as a souvenir.
No small keepsake. Like taking a whole branch of a cherry tree when you go to view the blossoms. Indeed, that's very heinous to do. A heinous crime.
I'm afraid I had to teach the man a lesson.
You confronted the man and tried to take the arm back. Arm back. And the result, the scene we see before us, he was knocked unconscious. A point we may need to revisit later. But for the time being, we have our conclusion. Hey! Yes, the killer in this special exhibit has been kidnapped. Alright, next one. A question that arises is what has become the waxwork that changed hands. Let us consider that problem for a moment. You cannot possibly... The immediate strikes me about this conundrum is the young man standing over there. Who is this fellow? To find the answer, we need only to observe his neckerchief. According to Mr. Sholmes, the yellow neckerchief is a sign of the other policeman that his crime is in the way. A way of communicating with his other colleagues without revealing his identity, yes? Almost didn't hesitate to give away. Well, uncovering secrets in any true detective's nature, of course. Right. Anyway, judging from Madame Tuspel's reaction to Mr. Sholmes' seduction, I think perhaps we might not have identified the man quite correctly. Let me see. There we go. That was his arm, I could tell. What the? The man stopped figuring it out. Over his shoulder, where's the arm should be? Oh well, so is it then? Right, this isn't a real person at all. His entire arm been ripped off from the shoulder down. His arm been... Of course, it ties with what we just found out.
Take that!
Doesn't relate, but whatever. Who is this fellow? To find that answer, we only observe his shoulder stub. No such boneless human walks this earth, of that I can assure you. In other words, the man standing here, the young Sergeant John Clay, is in fact, defying all odds, a waxwork model. I seem to remember it was you who concluded he was a real person in the first place, Mr. Sholmes.
He has become quite a celebrity in London, being the winner of no less than 3 policing awards last year. I simply had to make a model of the man.
Naturally. What other explanation could there be? And it was this detective's arm that was pulled off by the man on the floor in the special exhibit, wasn't it? Next, we turn our attention to the old man sat before him, with the particularly unsightly visage. I've been watching closely and he hasn't moved a muscle, almost in fact, as if he was waxwork. Oh my gosh, she is so charming, I cannot. But you, I can eat now. You, confirm my suspicion, madame. You are at once, of course, observe. Tell a sign to prove that whether or not this old man of this price tag. Killer Miss Tomorrow, was it? Was he well known? No. Huh, he is. Okay. Much money, only enough for a few measly hours of gas. The scarf is definitely just the price of a scarf, my guy. And I think it's not even a waxwork. Perhaps we should have a good look around again and see if another idea crops up. Yeah? Let's go. Oh my god! His leg is moving. Look at this. The old man's tapping his foot like crazy. He seems to be fast asleep though. He's not tapping his foot consciously then. Oh, you mean? It must be a twitch. Never mind that. The point is, waxwork don't tap their feet. Or twitch. Look at his arm too. We've seen a scum like that somewhere, haven't we? I see the arm first. I don't believe it. She was trying to check the no. Yeah, it was slightly strange choice factor who was trying not to undergo unnoticed. There's a policeman. Who could this be then? A detective disguised as a waxwork model of a policeman. It doesn't look like he's clever enough to think of something like that though. Perhaps we should try to be a little more polite about him. Iris. What?
Take that!
Excuse me. The telltale signs that instantly proves that whether or not this old man is waxwork is the obvious twitch. Even the most realistic waxwork do not exhibit a twitch. In other words, this splendid old man is in fact a genuine member of Scotland Yard. Slight shift in your choice of adjectives then. And there you have it. Well, Madame Tispels.
Well, what? It was me who contacted the police and demanded that someone come in the first place. He is clearly fatigued. He is sound asleep.
But then, what's this tag about showing a price of 3 pence? It's probably the scarf, my good man. It's the scarf. No doubt the price tag of the muffler, which the old Bobby purchased recently at a local market. And I presume you've observed the scarf tied around his arm? Does that not strike you, Mr. Naruodo? Yes, the secret sign used by detectives to show that some criminal activity is currently underway. Oh, she looks so vulnerable. My gosh. I can't. She is really charming.
Of course, because, as you know, there has been just such criminal activity happening here. I see the news from very beginning, detective.
So, it would seem that we finally arrived at the truth. It's fine. It's time. The waxwork of the especially ruthless killer from the special exhibit has been kidnapped. And Scotland Yard already investigating. But the model's whereabouts remain a mystery. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this horrifying puzzle. Hell yeah! Still a mystery. Oh, okay. Deduction complete. Oh well, no more snack time. I'm gonna put this to the side now. I was enjoying Cheetos, man. I was enjoying some Cheetos.
All sorts of people visit my museum here. Men and women, young and old. Sometimes they drop in just for a short time on their way back from the pub. I welcome them all. But if anyone tries to damage my exhibits, I do not take it lightly. Anyway.
She is so charming. I really can't. I am simping. I am blushing. I just can't. My heart is being melted right at this moment.
Your deductions was even more enchanting than I had been led to believe.
Thank you. Right, you've never seen me do this to Tomboy Susato or Gina. Specifically just her. Ooh. It was a pleasure, my dear madame. I'm gratified that you enjoyed the spectacle. I'm not gay, so I'm going back to Shom's. And as for your rough customer, I've no doubt he'll regain consciousness shortly and return home. What concerns me more is the waxwork from the special display. If it was indeed genuinely abducted... what is this then? What's the special display?
Yes, theoretically it was.
Oh wait, what is this then? Then I would ask you to recount to us the events surrounding the stolen waxwork. In as much detail as possible, if you please.
Very well. But after I have told you what I know, I must insist that you turn to your work.
Mr. Sholmes got job. What a loser. The talents of a great detective could be put to better use, I feel. But as you wish. Anything else? The stolen waxwork. Tell us more about the stolen waxwork, please.
It was some day ago. Now, when I came in here one morning, I immediately noticed that the waxwork was missing from the special exhibit here. It's your most prominent display, so that's why the curtains were closed. And I found the ransom note in its place.
The culprit must have broken in during the night and taken it then.
So this waxwork that was stolen, it was a model of some horrible criminal, I suppose. Of a particularly horrible criminal, in fact. The killer who left a more profound scar on society than any killer. I would say, the Professor.
I was hoping she'd say Jack the Ripper. Not a name I've heard. Oh yeah, I was actually... The person who named their kid to spells need to go to jail. I don't understand. But, cool. So, Mr. Naruhodo, it seems the circle is complete. Oh, that means I'm almost ending stream because I have to record something soon. Sorry. These few days I have been short streams. But hey.
The Professor case happened at around the time I was born, didn't I?
Indeed it is. Indeed it did, Iris. 10 years ago, a series of murders that rocked the capital. It sounds like Jack the Ripper, if anything. 10 years ago? Yes, at exactly the time that Barak Van Zieks graduated from university, in fact. Oh. Huh? I'll check that out later. What did I miss? I thought it was an important text, but it was not. What? Shirley's not saying.
So the big event that changed Mr. Reaper's life.
Oh my gosh. It's this man. As you've surmised, it was the professor's case. Who was this professor then? The professor. I need to take a drink. Excuse me. God blimey.
It was a series of gruesome murders that had all of London gripping terror a decade ago. After 5 victims were killed, the man was arrested and put to death.
And now he's immortalized here in wax for all Londoners to admire and enjoy. Though of course he happened to be absent at present on account of the abduction. But I don't understand. How is all this related to Lord Van Zieks? You must first understand, my dear fellow, why it is the professor earned such infamy. It was due to the victims he chose, some of Whitehall's finest.
What do you mean, Hurley?
Those murdered by the professor were some of the highest members of British aristocracy. Members of nobility, even royalty. It sent shockwaves through the country's administration. Members of the... Right, of course. What Professor Harebrained said. Lord Van Zieks is from a family with noble blood.
Oh, gosh.
It was the fifth victim that led to the professor's arrest. The last of the killer's prey was a young noble by the name of... Clint Van Zieks. Can you say I hate happiness without the H? Oh, I've seen that already. You can't fool me. But I'm going to say it in a Cockney accent. I hate happiness. Now say it fast. You're going to say, I hate happiness. I hate happiness. Hey? I hate happiness. That's for sure. I'm sure you can piece together the rest for yourselves. Okay. You can't fool me. I'll say it in a Cockney accent if I want one. In the wake of his older brother's murder, the young Barack pursued a career as a prosecutor and eventually became the Reaper we know today. Oh, drama. I had no idea Lord Van Zieks had such a tragic past. Oh, yeah, I didn't eat a cucumber. Yeah, I know what you were trying to make me do. I saw it. Is it a trend right now? Well, I'm afraid that's all I can say on the matter. For the time being, at least. After all, I have work to do. As a waxwork exhibit.
I'm afraid I shall have to excuse myself as well.
Of course, yes. Oh, yes, of course. It's been a pleasure, thank you. She is so charming. I really can. I hope she isn't the criminal. I want to put a ring on that finger, if anything. Ooh. Well, none of the predicted scenarios I've been analyzing involve you coming to visit me here. Oh wait, visit me here?
It's been too long, it really has. I'm delighted to see you, Barack.
It's been 10 years, and here we are, meeting in a prison of all places.
I can't forgive myself for what happened to Mr. Asmund. I just can't. I still can't believe it could happen.
Tomorrow, the court will decide.
Yes! I have a young Eastern man acting for my defense. He seems reliable enough, though. It was an accident. A terrible accident. He assures me he can prove it.
I must warn you.
Oh, I know. I've heard already. You're going to be prosecuting, aren't you?
Yes.
Since I returned to England, I've lots of stories. Barack, are you really?
What?
Never mind. I know that you have my best interest at heart.
My friend is on trial. I wouldn't trust it to anybody else.
Eh, what?
He trusts me. My gosh.
Of course, I fully understand. Thank you, Barack.
Until tomorrow, then. I'll see you in court. Ooh, Barack Van Zieks, though. He's a daddy. Can't say that. Well, that's gonna end the stream. That's a wrap. Because... Ooh, okay. I need to actually save this. But because there's still episode 2 here. Yeah, why not? Holy shit, dude. So this one, I might redo this stream again, you know? This whole stream. I might redo it. Cause like, excuse me, I'm asking a friend if he could like voice out the charming to spell, you know? Yeah, the charming to spell for me. I really want him to voice because Only he has a charming accent. Well, not a charming accent, a French accent. Oh, actually, this was a good stress reliever, this stream is. I'm glad I streamed today. Thanks everyone for coming. Goodbye.